Atlas Model Railroad Company is proud to present our newest HO scale project, a modern commuter train consisting of the Bombardier ALP-45DP locomotive and multi-level commuter cars. This is the first time a complete HO commuter train consist has been offered by Atlas. The locomotive and cars also represent the most modern prototype offered by Atlas to date. The prototype ALP-45DP is quite unique. It is a dual-mode locomotive that operates as a diesel locomotive in non-electrified territory and an electric locomotive which draws power from overhead catenary in electrified territory. It is also one of the few locomotive models operating in the US that were not built in North America. These dual-mode units, as well as NJ Transit's ALP-46 electrics, were built by Bombardier at their plant in Kassel, Germany. NJ Transit ordered 35 ALP-45s, which were built in late 2010 and delivered in early 2011. This locomotive is 71 feet 6 inches long and weighs approximately 288,000 pounds, with an axle loading of 72,000 pounds. Twin Caterpillar 3512C diesels generate 4,200 horsepower when the unit operates in diesel mode. It is capable of handling an 8-car train of multi-level cars in diesel mode. In electric mode, the ALP-45 performs similar to NJ Transit's ALP-46 electric locomotives and is capable of handling a 10-car train. NJ Transit's multi-level commuter cars were also built by Bombardier, but were constructed a bit closer to home at plants in both Quebec and upstate New York. There are 3 primary car types in service on NJ Transit. These are classified as the standard trailer car with toilet, and cab car. Cab cars are required for push-pull operation and contain all of the controls and safety features needed to operate a train, with the locomotive pushing from the rear of the consist. Depending on their configuration, the multi-level cars can each handle between 127 and 142 passengers. A number of multi-level cars currently wear slogans which were designed by NJ Transit to raise safety awareness. Atlas will be offering 1 car to represent each of the 4 slogans currently in use. This project would not have been possible without the assistance of New Jersey Transit. Drawings and other technical data were provided early on, and access was provided to take detailed photos of these locomotives from top to bottom. This is admittedly a local project for those of us in the Research and Development Department at Atlas. As such, we were able to closely track the testing and phasing in of the ALP-45 locomotive to regular service. The following is a brief timeline of the ALP-45 from delivery to current usage. As was noted earlier, the first dual modes arrived in the US in early 2011 after being sent by ship from Germany to Port Newark, New Jersey. The locomotives stayed mostly out of the public eye for several months. On May 11, 2011, New Jersey Transit hosted a public unveiling of the ALP-45s at Newark's Penn Station, which is conveniently located adjacent to their corporate offices. The class unit, number 4500, was hauled into the station by an ALP-46 electric for waiting press and dignitaries. Since Penn Station is only a short drive from Atlas, several Atlas employees were also on hand to record the event as seen here. After about an hour of display, the unit was towed back to the shop. Actual road testing would not occur for many more months. On March 2, 2012, one of those early test runs occurred on NJ Transit's Raritan Valley line. Here we see 4507 shoving 3 single-level Comet cars through Hillside. By the summer of 2012, the first few dual modes were in regular service, assigned to various Hoboken Division trains. 4505 is seen departing Hoboken Terminal on July 10, 2012, with a consist of single-level Comet 5 cars. Later that month, on July 25th, 4511 was in charge of a Bergen County Line train passing through the S-curve at Garfield, New Jersey. It should be noted that the service for which these versatile units were purchased has yet to materialize, even in 2016. A second set of tunnels under the Hudson River between New Jersey and Manhattan was to have been built, allowing trains from various diesel-only routes to have direct access to Manhattan. This project was scrapped for a number of reasons before construction began. Alternatives are being studied now. The existing two-track tunnel that hosts both Amtrak and New Jersey Transit trains operates at peak capacity with no room for traffic growth. This setback did not deter NJ Transit from finding other uses for the dual modes, the first of which came after Superstorm Sandy hit New Jersey in late October 2012. The storm brought widespread power outages and destructive flooding across the state. Hoboken Terminal was without catenary power for several months after the storm. New Jersey Transit employed the ALP 45 DPs on the electrified Gladstone line during this time. Our old friend 4505 is shown in this service at Murray Hill Station on January 10, 2013. 4509 is seen shoving a late-night train from Gladstone through Far Hills during a light snowfall on the evening of February 2, 2013. Service on this line is typically handled by electric MUs, and a set can be seen here next to 4534 on this same snowy evening. The dual modes were able to operate in electric mode for most of the route, but switched to diesel mode for the last few miles into Hoboken. 4534 is seen once again on a clear day pulling west toward Gladstone past the old Lackawanna Freight House at Far Hills. Several weeks later, 4509 and 4507 meet on the siding at Far Hills. The next milestone reached by an ALP 45 was the first true dual-mode runs to and from New York's Penn Station. A planned catenary power outage on the Morristown line would have normally meant a cancellation of Midtown direct service to Manhattan. However, on the weekend of March 2, 2013, the dual modes were pressed into service, operating regular service all weekend. A few of those trains are pictured arriving and departing Secaucus Junction Station on the Northeast Corridor. Throughout 2013, additional dual-mode locomotives were placed in service, and they began to roam most of the system freely, being used as any typical diesel would. This view at Dunellen on the Raritan Valley Line shows 4524 handling an evening commuter run westbound in February of 2014. By late winter 2014, riders on the Raritan Valley Line were offered a one-seat ride to Manhattan during off-peak times. Tunnel capacity would unfortunately not permit direct rush-hour service. This service is still in place today, and most Raritan Valley Line trains are hauled by dual-mode units. Today, the ALP 45 DPs can be found on just about every New Jersey Transit route except the Atlantic City Line. 4513 is shown here shoving a Midtown direct train through Maplewood on the Morristown Line. Dual modes, or ALP 46 electrics, are used interchangeably in this service. On the North Jersey Coast Line, the dual modes have allowed for a one-seat ride between Bayhead and New York Penn Station. This eliminates a change of trains in Long Branch for some commuters. One other creative use of ALP 45s on this route is the summer-only Shore Express, with limited stop service between New York Penn Station and New Jersey Shore Points. The second Shore Express of the 2016 season is seen here on June 26th, crossing the Raritan River at Perth Amboy. This service began in 2014. We hope you've enjoyed this brief look into the history of New Jersey Transit's ALP 45 DP locomotive. Please keep an eye on Atlas's website, www.atlasrr.com, for further updates on this project, which should be shipping in late 2016. Atlas has prepared a 20-page full-color consumer guide with both prototype and model information for your review. Please contact Atlas at 908-687-0880 for your free copy. Atlas has an extensive network of authorized dealers throughout North America and the world who can assist you in ordering these products. The following Atlas authorized dealers are ready to assist you in assembling your own modern commuter train consists.